Who do you think you are? You're the wife. Go get us some coffee. My mother-in-law Nancy, who just declared we must live with her and her husband, was clearly ready to call the shots from the get-go. Is this some sort of prank? I'm not your errand girl. You're supposed to look after your fam and your in-laws, you know. Since when did you get the mom title? I reached into my bag. Recognize this? She looked like she's seen a ghost. Is that what I think it is? Hi, I'm Carrie, 27, grinding away in the corporate world. Throughout my 20s, I was all about climbing that career ladder. That's normal for folks my age, right? Then boom. It felt like everyone I knew was tying the knot. Is life passing me by? I swear I was at like 3 weddings a month. And I lost count of how many times people were like, Carrie, when's your turn? Spoiler, I didn't even have a boyfriend. My job took up all my time and romance took a backseat after high school. I kind of figured, work hard, stack some cash, and be the cool, independent woman. Then at work, I overheard some chit-chat. Carrie? Marriage? Nah, she's all about the 9-to-5 grind. Jealous much? I had landed this big project they all wanted. Maybe they were just salty a younger woman was outdoing them. But dude, talk behind my back, not in front of it. Typical me, I wanted to show them up. In work, love, everything. Plus, my folks had the marriage bug too. Find anyone special yet? You can bring him home any time, you know, was their favorite track. Nah, no one, was my standard reply. But then I thought maybe it's time to settle down, you know. So I hit up this mixer my friend kept raving about. Super out of my comfort zone. But then, Andy slid next to me.
Enjoying yourself?
Yeah, kinda.
I get it. These things aren't my jam either.
Honestly, same. I'm a bit lost here.
Hey, me too. I'm just glad it's not only me.
You and me both. I was so relieved to find it someone on my wavelength. We hit it off, talking about everything and nothing.
You work there? Been there a couple times for meetings.
For real?
Yeah, I might have even seen you.
A small world, huh? It was like we'd known each other forever. Fast forward, and we're dating. He really treats me nicely. Despite the office gossip, I'm on cloud 9, working harder and winning bigger. Things were looking up, and I secretly hoped we'd seal the deal. Life was good, and I was soaking up every minute. About a year in, Andy hits me with a dinner invite at some swanky restaurant. I had butterflies. Was he going to... Could he be? We had dinner, and then, with this serious vibe, he goes,
Carrie, let's do this. Will you marry me?
He slipped a ring my way. My heart did cartwheels. To us and the future. And just like that, we were getting hitched. First stop was meeting the parents.
Hello, I'm Andy. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, we're Carrie's folks.
Oh, great to meet you. No need for formalities here. Sorry, just a tad nervous.
Yeah, you do seem a little on edge. It's okay, Andy. Carrie, your old man was just as jittery when he first met my dad. Seriously?
Let's not dredge up the past, okay?
But it's true.
I was trying to play it cool, you know?
Good luck with that, Dad.
Carrie, not helping.
To be fair, Dad's always been more big teddy bear than scary patriarch. Can't argue with that. As we all teased Dad, the mood lightened. Andy started to chill and we all just chatted away.
So, you guys met at a mixer, huh? Yes, we did. Heard those are the in thing now.
I know a gal from my part-time gig who met her guy there. They're married now.
It's not about where you meet, but if you're a good match. I'm just happy Carrie's settling down.
Me too. Can't wait for the big day. Seeing how pumped my parents were about the wedding warmed my heart. They were more invested than I thought. I can be a bit single-minded. Up until a bit ago, work was my everything. They probably figured I'd be solo for life. Even though I only attended that mixer because of a snarky coworker's jab, it felt right meeting Andy. That feeling stuck, right up until meeting his folks. Hello, I'm Carrie. Ah, so you're Carrie. His mom sized me up with a smirk. You're okay, I guess. Which school did you go to? XXX University. Oh, that place? And your job? I'm with XXX Company. Never heard of him. You're kinda average, huh? His mom kept throwing shade my way, and his dad was quiet as a mouse. Andy just flashed this cringy grin. With each snarky comment, I liked them less and less. Marrying into this? I wasn't so sure. But as we left, Andy was full of apologies.
I'm so sorry about my mom's comments.
Why didn't you say something?
I can't really stand up to them. After a costly prep school hiccup, they still helped me through college. I owe them.
Andy's a sweetheart, no doubt. But I wish he'd stood up for his future wife. When I told him, he looked bummed and apologized again. I'm a sucker for his big heart, so I guess we're good. Introducing the families went off without a hitch, but when it came to wedding planning, his mom was all over it. Like that one time I popped by his place to chat wedding stuff, and she was there, waiting. Wait, what are you doing here, Nancy? We're here to talk about the wedding, right? That's why I dropped by. Come again? I came to weigh in as an expert.
I invited her 'cause Mom really wanted in on the chat.
It seemed like he couldn't refuse his mom's request again. So, what's the wedding vibe you're going for? She started grilling us about our vision. Sounds a bit vanilla. Shouldn't it be more show-stopping? I mean, it's a one-shot deal. I wasn't into the whole extravagant show. I pictured a simple day with our nearest and dearest, but she played the family would be disappointed card. She wasn't having it, and Andy slowly started siding with her. Eventually we caved and planned a bigger event with a ton of guests. Our first venue pick couldn't handle the crowd, so we had to hunt again. It stung because I was kind of smitten with our first spot. Then her meddling ramped up. The day I went dress shopping, she breezed in unannounced. My son mentioned it, but shouldn't you have looped me in? Why leave me out of the loop? Clearly, I wasn't eager for her opinion. Oops, my bad. You're something else, aren't you? Now let's find that dress. I was thinking, isn't this my choice? But there we were, me, her, and Andy, trying on gowns.
Oh, wow. That looks great on you.
You think? I'm kind of falling for this one. I was about to lock it down when she threw her 2 cents in. That's way too understated. Go for some pizzazz. Like this number. She brandished a dress I wasn't feeling. Give it a whirl. Chop chop. I did begrudgingly, but it wasn't me. Yet she was all about it, and even Andy piped up.
If Mom's into it, she's probably onto something.
I mustered some courage and said, I'm leaning toward the first one. She was livid. You're marrying my son, and you're ignoring me? We're the one I picked out. His plea was,
just go with it. Don't upset her.
To avoid a store meltdown, I caved to her pick. She snarked. Would have been smoother if you'd just listened from the jump. My fondness for her was dwindling fast. Later, I sneaked to the venue and set things up to change into the dress I loved post-ceremony. This wedding was our moment, not hers. I wanted some say. She wouldn't quit, and with Andy on her team, it was rough. Felt like it was them versus me, and I often had to back down. My dream wedding? Not quite what materialized. But with the clock ticking and invites out, no do-overs. I might have had some reservations about the big day, but celebrating with buddies and colleagues was epic. And that post-ceremony dress got rave reviews. Validation? Check. I wanted my folks to see their daughter shine. Thinking back, they were over the moon when I spilled I was getting married. And that father-daughter walk was everything I had imagined it to be. All in all, it turned out all right. The wedding and reception were a blast, and then we crashed. The next day I was ready to chill when Andy goes,
"Mom's summoning us. We're hitting up their place."
"Do I have to come?"
"She wants us both. Let's roll."
I wasn't thrilled with his vibe. Dealing with his mom's whims and his aloofness felt like a raw deal. And off we went to the in-laws.
"Mom, what's this about?"
"Thanks for the wedding bash yesterday, Andy. And Carrie, what's with a dress switch? That wasn't my pick, was it?" "Oh, about that. Sorry, but I really felt that dress was me, you know." I tried to play it off with a light apology. "You can't keep walking all over me. Just know I'll be keeping an eye on you." "Wait, what's that supposed to mean?" "I called you both here to chat about you guys moving in with us." Whoa, that's a curveball. Living together? This is new to me. "Well, now you know." That's a lot to spring on us. We can't just pack up and move. "And you don't get to snap back like that. Andy, you're on board, right?" I glanced at him, hoping he'd have my back. Please, don't tell me you're on board. Oh God, please no. But instead he grinned and said,
"Sure thing, Mom. Moving back home sounds great."
Man, that hit hard. It hit me. He's all about his mom. Nancy wants to play queen and her hubby's just riding the wave. This isn't happening. I'm not setting up camp here. With a huff, she went, "Who do you think you are? Fall in line, Missy. You're the wife. Now get us some coffee." Seriously? She's playing the power card already? Nope, not today. "You're supposed to look after your fam and your in-laws, you know." Keeping my cool, I shot back. "Since when did you get the mom title?" Then I pulled something out. "Recognize this?" She blanched. "That's the marriage license?" Bingo. Still hasn't been turned in. Jaws hit the floor.
"What? You said you'd handle it since I was swamped with work."
This whole ride from engagement to wedding had been a bumpy one, thanks to you and your crew. If this is a preview of life to come, maybe I should ball on the whole marriage deal. I held out hope, Andy. Thought you'd have my back in the end, but nope. You'll always put her first and I'll always play second fiddle.
"But I didn't mean—"
It's crystal clear. That's why the certificate's still unfiled, and it's staying that way. With a dramatic flourish, I shredded the marriage certificate. "Seriously, Carrie?" I'm not tying the knot with Andy. I'd rather be dead than join this circus. I'll chalk the wedding up as a wild party. "Carrie, don't say you're giving up on him. How dare you?" You can yap all you want because I don't belong to this family.
"No. Please, Carrie, don't tell me you're giving up on me."
It's done. Head back to the family palace, just as you always wanted. I'm checking out. Bye. And with that mic drop, I made my exit. Later, I heard that the family became the laughingstock of the neighborhood, and their relatives were spending so much on a wedding only to be left by the bride. They were so embarrassed, they hardly left the house. Even Andy was mocked at work. As for me, people were initially making fun of me too, but when I proudly announced that I dumped him, they were actually impressed. Rumors spread that I was fierce, and those who gossiped behind my back stopped. Not sure if that's a good thing, but work became easier. Even though this ended unexpectedly, I'm relieved I avoided a divorce. For now, I'll focus on my work and skip the idea of marriage.